Welcome back to the another video. Thanks for watching this video. All right, now that all we have left is the delete method. Let's see how it does look. Here you go. I'm just splitting it to two parts so that we can try out adding some of the basic authentication as well. We are going to be implementing the API for people to be able to delete this joke from the jokes API. So the first challenge is, let's go over here. The first challenge is the seventh challenge, deleting a specific joke. So let's look at the documentation. Here you go. To delete, we're going to be using the endpoint of jokes, and this is a parameter, all parameter as well. This is going to be a path parameter. Let's go to the, oh my bad. It looks like I confused. Here's the one, jokes endpoint and ID parameter. This is the path parameter. What this will do is will delete specific ID ID'd joke from the array. Let's go to the Visual Studio and write our code over here. App dot to we're gonna use delete method, right? Delete. This is from, you have already know, this is from Express. And after that we're gonna give endpoint, and at the end of the URL we're gonna use ID and the result, request result. My bad. Parse int const.id const search index equal to jokes dot find index joke joke.id equal to id. This will do. The next thing is check out whether there is a joke in the array or not. Search index is less than 0, then less than -1, then there isn't any, I mean, if such index is greater than -1, that means there is some, I mean, there is some content in the array. Otherwise there isn't any joke in the array. So there is some jokes in the array, so what we're gonna do is to remove the particular joke. So let's go to the jokes array, and we're gonna use splice method, and set index com 1. What this will do is splice method is to remove joke with that index, remove that particular one, I mean particular search index, and remove one index, I mean sorry, one element from the array, and send the status, send status of 200. That means everything is okay. And if this isn't what happened, what this will do is to, it's gonna send us an error. I mean, there aren't anything to give, I mean, in that array there is no content, so that nothing to be deleted from that one. So it will tell no jokes were deleted. So result dot or here dot status for not for means not found, and dot json we're gonna write error. Oh my bad. Joke with id not found. uh, no jokes were deleted. Okay. Okay, let's check out whether this one's working or not. uh, let's go to channel and the cd over the particular location. cd over the particular location and node 1 index.js. Let's go to the over here and we're gonna use this one, and this one's gonna be jokes and particular id. I'm gonna delete fifth one, so we're gonna use delete one and just enter, I mean hit the send button and see what's gonna happen. Error joke with id 5 is not found. No jokes were deleted. We must have done some mistakes, I guess. No joke is deleted. Localhost 3000 jokes 5. Okay, let's go and look at the code. The particular index element will be deleted from the send status 200. Everything is okay. Yeah. Here I looks like I made a mistake. I shouldn't use this though. Just like I've done in the previous video, I made the same mistake over there too. Uh, let's change it to delete. I'm going to delete ninth one. Here you can see ninth one is food and what do you call fake, whatever. Let's send. Okay. So does that mean everything is okay? So I'm just gonna get that one. Let's see whether it's working or not. Here you can see there isn't any joke with the ID 9. So joke 9 was successfully deleted and I'm going to delete one as well. To do that, all I got to do is to do this and I'm going to send the request. Here you go. One is deleted when I wanted to get the one. Here you go. There is no one, but there is two. See, we got the second I did. So everything's fine. Everything's working fine. I'm just gonna save it. So let's move on to the next step. The next challenge 8. Here you can see delete all jokes. Challenge 8 is to delete all jokes. Simulate a situation where you need an API key in order to be able to delete something because something in order to delete something, because in this case we're actually saying let's delete everything in order, in our jokes API. Let's just wipe our database, which, as you can imagine, it is a very dangerous thing to allow people to do. In this case, we're saying we need to have a master key. You can see over here if you go to the top. Master key, which is a format of multi-letter code, and this is going to be added as a query parameter under the key of key. And when you have an access to do that, then you can make delete right to forward slash all, and then when you hit send, it will delete everything that in the database, just like nuclear option basically. But how do we do authentication? Is something a little bit different in this case. Doing authentication in this case is a very, a little bit difference in this case. Here you can see the master key, and the variable name is master key, and we're going to be learning about this in the next modules, when we learn about authentication, when we learn about how to generate unique UUIDs. I mean, UUIDs means unique IDs, okay? But let's just assume that we have something, somehow we have access to master password, which is called master key, and then the user needs to enter it. When they make this API request, we check the value of master key against the value that was inputted by user, and if they happen to match, then say okay, we'll just go ahead and delete everything in the jokes array, so at the top of our file we got our master key here. So let's look at the documentation to remove all confusion of us. Here you can see to delete all. This was the key we're going to use. This was the endpoint, and this was the, let's see, this was the parameter. Delete all jokes in the band. Danger authentication requires the admin key to perform this action. Okay. If everything is fine, it returns okay. And when we search others, everything is removed, then we cannot access them. So let's look at, let's see and run the solution to check out how this gonna be. Solution.js, and I'm going over here, and we're gonna be using delete and jokes and all, right. And we're gonna be using query parameters, right. Looks like I'm on offline, so guess everything is recording. I got to switch on to the internet, so we are online now. So we got to give a query parameter that name key, and give the value. That is got to be this one. I'm just gonna copy it, Control C, and paste over here, and let's see whether this one's working or not. Here you go. Joke with ID, not jokes were deleted. So this was an error. Maybe maybe there's a different way to do this. Let's go to the authentication. Select the API key, and key is a key, and the value is a master key. Okay, let's send this one. So this isn't working as well. Oh my, oh my. Basic authentication. This isn't what I'm looking for as well. Looks like I'm stuck again. What I'm gonna do is to let's save the solution one, and I'm just go to the page over here, and let's do it again. This is all is an, I mean, endpoint is this one, and this one is a parameter, and there is a API key, and the key is the key value this one, and we're gonna be adding a query params. So let's send. Here you go. Everything is deleted successfully. My bad. I thought that's the one. We got delete right. I'm gonna delete one, and I'm gonna send. Oh my! Got the same error from the same situation. Key, 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 key. I can't take this anymore. I'm just gonna check out whether this one's working or not. I mean, by going to getting the values from that one. HTTP localhost, HTTPS uh, jokes. I'm gonna get the random one. I'm just gonna send. Oh, I got a random one though. Whew. Authentication and the query params, passwords, key, everything's cool. Then why isn't it working? I guess there isn't any error over here, even though this isn't working. Maybe because we're still over here, right? Oh my. Uh, Good. After somehow I find that actually endpoint is all. That's what I mean. That's the mistake that I have done. Now I'm just gonna send. Here everything's fine. So I made a typo again. Not checking everything is my typo. So everything's fine. When I wanted to access a particular one that is random one, when I send this, look what this will show. So it's saying that there isn't any any joke inside an array, so we didn't get any. So this one's working fine. So let's go to the and work on the removing all the I mean deleting all the jokes from the array. So let's get started. First up is to we have already have the master key on top. So app dot delete endpoint is this one. Do not make mistakes like me. I thought there's an error, but I'm the one who make the error. Bugs, errors are the common things when you are learning to become a developer. Constant user key needs to be in the form. Okay, and the key will be the query parameter. That's what we're going to be entering. That's going to be API key in the query params. I'll show. Okay, we'll give the key to the key name. That's why we can give key master key. Okay, no, not good. Master pass. Okay, good. And if user key equal to request dot query dot key. Here we're gonna be using pass, right? If this is what happened, what this will do is to wipe out the every jokes inside the jokes parameters and make this one as an empty array and send the like send the status 200. This means status will be 200 and output will be okay, just as we have seen in the previous step. Okay, now else. This one's the else. Result dot result dot I dot status will be 404 not found, and dot json that says gives the format of error. You are not authorized to perform this action. So now everything is fine, I guess. Let's look at the output. Let's go to the here. Let's make some error, and I'm gonna we're not giving any ID, right? So no problem. Okay, I'm just wipe out everything inside the array. Let's save it. Got to change the location, right? Got to run the index.js. Okay, let's go over here, and everything's fine, and password key is matched. Uh, I'm just gonna enter the password wrong. Okay. Okay. Or just leave it as it is before, and just remove the capital T2, small t, small y, small t is best. I'm just gonna send and look at the output. Oh my, everything is matched. Maybe because it doesn't maybe care about the small or capital. That is why. Maybe that's the reason. Okay, I'm gonna run it again. Control plus S, and what this will do is now you're gonna be watch source and random so existed. I'm just gonna change this to T2 5. Send. Oh my, it's saying it almost looks like it doesn't even care. Maybe there's a glitch, or maybe if user key equal to request dot query dot parameter. Uh, Looks like this isn't the require. I made a mistake again. So please excuse me again. This one's be master key. Okay, let's enter and go over here, and we have already successfully saved, right? And I'm gonna hit the save. Let's see. As you can see, you are not authorized to perform this action. So we somehow figured out the another bug that we have made. So in the programming, this is common to me. I'll do my best to get rid of those as much as I can. Okay. Uh, so let's do it correct. This is gonna be capital T, right? Okay. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. I just gonna delete this one, and I'm gonna go over here and save this, and copy this one. Control C. Master key needs to be equal to the user entered one. Okay. You entered, and it's saying that you are not authorized to perform this action. So let's go over here. Mm, uh, Here you can see we need to give that one as a pass, not the key. So I'll change this to pass. Guess this time this will work from first set time. Okay, now we succeeded at finally. I'm gonna check out the random one, and you can see we didn't get any, so everything was wiped out. So this is a very simplified way that we can implement the API key authentication or username password authentication. And as I mentioned before, later we properly look into authentication. We will look into these unique IDs, hashing password, storing passwords, bicrypt, and we'll look into how to hack passwords and all of that. And that's it for today. That's it for today, guys. That's it for to this video. Okay. In the next lesson, we're gonna be put all of these skills that you have learned in this module to perform or to practice by building a blog API. For all of that and more, I'll see you there. Before I'm gotta say bye, I gotta show you the code that I have written. So go. Everything's cool, right? So bye then.